On today's episode, we make our first sale. Hey everybody, WC Hamilton here, and today I'm going to be selling some stocks. Not for any particular reason other than I just like to do it. It's the first time I've gotten to do that since I started trading. I've been doing a lot of reading on the internet about strategies, about when to buy, when to sell, what's timing the market, what's swing trading, what's day trading, how are those different? Should you hold it for a few weeks? Should you hold it for months or years? Basically it all comes down to what your end goal is. And since for me, my end goal is to make some money, to learn more about the world, the greater world around me, and as far as how economy works and all this kind of stuff, I'm gonna kind of keep things small, both in dollar amounts probably and timelines. So with that in mind, I'm gonna try to stick with basically making gains of about 20% on a given stock. A lot of the accounts that I already have, or a lot of the stocks that I already have gone above that. Some of them have gone below that. Currently, as of today, everything's a little bit more than what I paid for it, which is great. It's always good to see. But stuff varies wildly. I'll show you here when we hop into it in just a second. I actually bought a second share of Tesla when it dropped like $50 the other day. I bought another one because it went below what my original purchase price was, so it brings my average down by like $10 almost. So now if it goes back up, even to where I had originally bought it, I made a little money, which is pretty cool. I like how that works. So let's jump over into the website and we'll show what's going on. All right, so as you can see right off the bat, this number right here is higher. But don't be fooled, because it's because I bought that extra Tesla share, and it was like $283. So if we go back to our original graph, remember last time it was like 705. Now we're at 990 as the starting point. But you can also see that we had we had some big wins up here, and then this is basically a lot of this is from the Tesla drop, going from 1132 down to 1065. So we're still above our line, which is great. But now we're kind of heading back up again. So it's time to look at selling some stuff. So the one that I actually want to sell is this guy right here, CGC, which is Canopy Growth. It is a cannabis company. I think they're based in Canada. And when you're looking at your individual stocks that you're buying or selling or whatever on their company pages, at least in the Robinhood app, you can see all this stuff down here. And this is what we're kind of looking at. So equity is the total amount that you have in your position. This is your average cost per share, and then tells you how many I have. So if you multiply that by 3, that means we paid, make me do math right now, 24 plus 60, so $84 and some change or whatever, right? $85, something like that. Oh, right here. 86.10, but it's worth 145.92. So if we sell it for what it is right now, we'll get 145.92 when we only spent 86.10, which is pretty cool. And so this is nice. It's all laid out really easily. It's nice to show. So today's return, it's up $13.35 just today. So 10% on, versus yesterday. It's up total almost $60. So around almost 70%. And this is the number that we're kind of working with. But there's different ways to buy and sell. So when we go up here, we're ready to sell this stock. Go over to sell, and you can do it different ways. You can do a market order, which is just sell it at the current price when somebody's ready to buy it. Or you can do what I don't know what these mean, but what I usually use is limit order for both buying and now for selling. And limit order basically says, if it reaches this price, sell the shares. And then you can set an expiration for it. You can say good for today till the end of trading day, or good until you cancel it. So what I would do is I'm going to look at this and we say like, oh, it went up to 48.98. So we're going to try to sell it for like 48. This is saying 48.71. So let's make it a little bit easier number. We're going to say all 3 of them, because that's what we have. Good for day. Because, if it doesn't sell today, we'll come back to it on Monday and check it out. This is Friday, by the way. So we review the order. It says you're placing it, going to sell 3 shares of this. Your pending order, if executed, will execute at $48.75 per share or better. All right, so we're going to submit sell and type in my password. All right, that's it. So now if that goes back up to $48.75, then it'll sell. Great, done. And then that money should be back in our account somewhere. Now it's jumping all around, so we'll have to come back to it and see if that works. But for now, let's move back to something else. All right, so the next one I want to look at is AMD. AMD is a video card manufacturer. They sell CPUs, GPUs, all that kind of stuff, computer tech. Same kind of deal. I have 6 stocks in it. Average cost is $17.08. We're up 28.43%. So obviously lower percentage than Canopy Growth, but still above the price goal that I wanted to sell it at. So since we're up, and we're up 5% today, which is good. And this one, as you can see, if you look over the long term of it, it does kind of have these spikes. And then this graph, here, this is 1 week. So it's gone from 2086 down to like 1965, and now we're up to 2193 or whatever. So it's a good time to kind of get out of it. We were looking at a month. It kind of swings wildly. So we're in a good place compared to where we bought it. So I think it's time to sell it. And then we're going to do the same thing, same process. So we're going to sell limit order. Let's just call it $22 and hope for the best. And we're going to sell 6. Good for the day. Yep. And if it doesn't sell today, then we've got it hold on Monday, and we'll try it again. Wait for that to go through. Done. Great. So in case it isn't clear why I'm selling these stocks right now, basically the money that you see here, the plus 917 or the plus 5922, it's all paper money. And when I say that, I mean it's just numbers on a spreadsheet, essentially. You can't buy anything with these gains because you don't actually have it. This is just the value of the stocks. You don't have any money until you sell it. And so if I want to reinvest this $60, I have to sell what I currently have and then either repurchase the same stock if I want to do that, or purchase a different stock if there's something else that I'm looking at. But I can't do that with just the profits. I have to sell something to get that money back, or I have to add money to my account, which I don't want to do. I'm trying to make money with the money I've already put in there. I put almost $1,000 in, so we're up $130, $140 or something, which is cool. But now let's take that $140 and compound that. So I had a comment on the last video that kind of stood out to me, and so I wanted to talk to it. I appreciate anybody that's got any feedback for me, tips, ideas. Please leave it in the comments below. I'm more than willing to listen and learn. If you may know something that I don't, or have a good idea of something I'm doing wrong, that's what this whole series is about. It's learning experience for me and you guys to follow along with, where you don't have to risk anything. You can just let me risk it and see how it works. But I'm going to read the comment right here. It says, GE is an iffy stock. If you were focusing on long term, I would suggest ETFs and blue chip companies, and then list the company names, etc. Anything with long standing and high dividends, like basically PS, I'm not a financial advisor. So yes, I appreciate that. One of the things that I will want to look into are ETFs, which I forget what they stand. I forget what they stand for. I might overdub that later. That's a good tip, and definitely something I'm going to look into. As far as the GE stock, I have one of those, and it's because that's the free one that I got for signing up with Robinhood. Every time you sign up using the code that I have down in the description, you get a stock, I get a stock, and it's randomly assigned by Robinhood somehow through like a lottery. I don't know how it works. They have different values and stuff. I've heard somebody getting one that was like $4. Mine was 7 something when I got it. And then some of the stocks are like $150. I think it's just luck of the draw kind of thing. But that's why it's there. So when we'll flip back over. Let's flip back over to the screen, and I will show you where I'm at on that one, just for what it's worth. So this is the GE page. As you can see, I have 1 share and my average cost is $0. So, but that's why, because it was given to me for signing up for Robinhood. So my equity in it is whatever the stock price is at a given time, which it just rolled up to 917. And as you can see, so since I've had it, which was around December, it's around here. So it was about $7.10, $7.15, something like that when I started, and it is now at 916. So even if it goes to 0, I haven't lost any money because I never spent any money. So yeah, I could have had $9 if it goes to 0, they go bankrupt or whatever, but I didn't lose any money. So hopefully that addresses those comments. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. We've, at least as of right now, attempted to sell some stocks. We'll see how that comes out. I'll do a follow-up with it on the next video. And then I'll probably, by that point, have decided what I want to purchase with that money. So we'll kind of wrap that up into one bundle. But you can kind of see the process of how we go about doing it, which is cool. You can see all the tools and the graphs and kind of how the website works, which is an important part of all this. I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to keep learning. I'm going to look at new avenues and new ideas to invest. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. As always, been WC Hamill, and we'll see you next time. Bye.